Also, we'd like to mention that we received news while recording this pod that Berlusconi has sadly passed away at the age of 86. Yes, it is 86. President of Monza Football Club, former Prime Minister of Italy, bought Milan in 1986, saved them from bankruptcy, and obviously took them on to what is a glorious period in their history. And so I think the note that we say is rest in peace, a man who did wonders in many ways for Italian football. My thoughts and prayers with his families, and also with Adriano Galliani, whom he just must be so devastated, as well as obviously Berlusconi's family. So just to mention on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's got an immediate impact on football, Mina, because this is the owner of Monza, so Serie A team that is impacted. And I think no one could question his legacy within Italian football. He was transformative. He was transformative for how we consider Milan in our lifetime, the brand that we talk about, the fact that you were saying earlier, Mina, about how Inter, even with more recent success, don't get to have like the same financial and reputational footing, and that owes so much to Berlusconi and his sort of very early understanding in the 80s and 90s of the power of television and the power of selling a message, and all of the sort of not just big signings, but also the show business he brought to things, whether it was unveiling the squad by Apache helicopter to the Ride of the Valkyries or whatever else it was. You know, he really understood how to tap into an audience. And politically, myself and Berlusconi certainly wouldn't have been aligned, but I think you have to acknowledge that he was someone who understood audiences in an incredibly powerful way, both in politics and in football, and from a footballing perspective, leveraged that to create a brand and a football team that will not be forgotten maybe ever. I don't know, maybe ever it's too long, but decades, centuries, whatever you want to say. Like, you know, that Milan brand, that Milan team is going to be one of the greatest to have played in Italy for a very, very long time.
I think that's a great point that you raised about his ability to engage with audiences and to really understand that football is a show and how to sort of leverage that and create a brand. And I think in many ways, if you listen to the likes of Florentino Perez, for example, at Real Madrid, he took so much inspiration from Berlusconi and what he did at Milan. So many have taken so much inspiration from what Berlusconi did, including the Premier League. He was so excellent at putting eyes on that, at creating a brand that to this day has more potential than all the other Italian brands in Italy, even those that have, like Juventus, who have been more successful domestically. Winning in Europe has obviously been so important for them as well. And a team that, like you said, has just housed internationals from different countries. It was inclusive. It was looked at as a very powerful, very fashionable, very glamorous. You know, everyone wanted to be a Milan fan. Certainly when I was younger, I was surrounded by them. Just to explain, in his record with Milan, he won 5 European Cups, Champions League, 5 European Super Cups, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, 8 Serie A titles, 1 Coppa Italia, 6 Italian Super Cups, and 1 Serie B promotion with Monza last season. That's him presiding over Milan and obviously Monza. Monza have been just fantastic this season, just seeing the way that they have really grown. Just it is also a testament to good management, and obviously Palladino's great work, but that work to be identified from management is also very important. So Berlusconi, from a footballing point of view, we will miss you.